Hello everyone, and welcome to a Trains on Tuesday down in the layout room. We haven't done this for a very long time. The reason I'm able to do it is because I'm waiting for some materials that I have ordered for my project, and I've got a few days that I can look at a few other things. So what are we looking at there? That is a Trang, I believe the R627 Great Western Railway Mark I brake second class, and I've only been able to find it listed in the catalogues, Trang catalogues, for 1 year, and that was 1965. Now I recently acquired this one and another one identical to it. Both in pretty rough shape, quite dirty. Couplers are bent. Some wear on the lettering, which as we move along here you'll see is not that big of a deal. I'm probably going to try to remove that lettering. Anyway, before we get into the models too much, I'll give you a little bit of BR history on these coaches. Now, during the Second World War, the British government took over the railways. There were four big companies: the London North Western, the London North Eastern, Southern Railway and Great Western Railway, the big four. The railways took it all over and used it during the Second World War, didn't maintain it, and handed it all back at the end of the war, and it was just a mess. Everything broken down, and the big four found that they couldn't make it. They didn't have money to buy new equipment and couldn't repair what they had. So in 1948 British Railways were nationalised, and the Mark I's, these things, came into service in 1951 and they lasted till 1974. And when they first came out, they were in this Crimson Lake livery with the BR logo on the side. In 1956, regional colours were returned on the Great Western Railway and the Southern Railway. So some of these coaches returned to this livery, chocolate and cream, and some went into southern green. The remainder of them, for the London North Western, Scottish region, Eastern region, they went into the maroon and custard, which maroon and cream, which is affectionately known as blood and custard. And that lasted until 1962. And in 1962 they began to introduce the blue and grey. Now these coaches were in service, mainline service, until 1974, when they were phased out and the Mark IIs came in. Quite a few of these are still in service in preserved railways, so they can still be seen, still be ridden in. An interesting note: statistics showed that in collisions after these were introduced, there were far fewer passenger casualties, lesser injuries, and certainly less deaths in accidents and collisions, due to the fact that these were built of steel, whereas previous coaches in the Big Four railways were predominantly wood. Okay, now these coaches are model coaches are readily serviceable. 2 screws through the bottom of the body, one there, one there. Take those out and you can lift the roof off. The sides actually come off. This particular one on this side doesn't even have the side properly attached here. It's pulled away, but that's an easy fix, as you will see. So, a couple of screws, and lift the roof off. The sides just pop off, and the coach interior lifts out. Now when I got this one out for cleaning, I discovered that there's quite a bit of flash on this, particularly along this edge here of the seats, and some on the roof section. Also, where it fits into the frame, these slots here fit into the frame. There's a weight in the floor, which I'll show you now. There's the weight in the floor, and to fit that weight, they heated the little plastic boss there that protrudes there, and that's supposed to fit inside that slot. Well, it doesn't fit anymore, so that means this seating unit does not sit in there very well. So I'm going to be cleaning that up. There's a bit of flash on the bottom too, which prevents it from sitting down flat. So I'm going to be cleaning that up, and hopefully when I put it back together, things won't be so loose that it rattles. But anyway, there we go. There we go. That's the story of the Mark I brake second and the trying model. Now, this model in 1965 came out with the Great Western written on the side of it, and as far as I understand, that is incorrect. They did go into these colours, the chocolate and cream, but they did not have Great Western written on the side of them. They had the BR logo on the side. So that's incorrect. That's incorrect like that. So that's why I may try to completely remove that and put a BR logo on. Anyway, there we go. That's it. I'll get these back together and we'll have a little running session. Yeah, because these came along in 1951, BR was still a steam entity. So these were all steam hauled, and from about 1957-58 they were increasingly diesel hauled. So we can run this around in a few minutes here with diesel and or steam. Okay, hope you enjoyed that Trains on Tuesday, and I'll see you again whenever I can. It may be when the snow flies, and today is the first day of summer, June 21st, I think. Okay, bye for now, everyone. Okay, something I had neglected to mention is why the designation of brake second. Well, second refers to the class. It's second class, not first class. And brake means that this is the vehicle that the guard or the conductor would ride in. And here's his little office, right here. This little piece here. That's his office. And inside there, he would have braking equipment that could assist the engineer in the loco to brake the train. Also included in the brake second was a baggage compartment back here, and that can be seen here. Baggage or luggage compartment, and I think Triang did an excellent job of representing that. They've got the double doors on there, and they have this all scribed out like a wire mesh, which is indeed what they were. They were wire mesh. So let's try to pop this thing back together. So that just drops in there, and one side pops in there. Yeah, I shall have to have I'll pop that in first. There we go. Pop that in first, then we'll drop that in. And pop the other side in under there. And then the roof just pops right on. There we go. And then the two screws in the bottom. Very simple. I think Triang did an excellent job with these. It's a design that Hornby carried through after they bought Triang out, and they continue to produce them. One of the ones that I've shown you here has the Hornby logo on. Another one has Mainline, which is precursor of Bachmann USA, or Bachmann UK I should say. Here we go. And that's that. Okay, we'll run that around the track a little bit, and that'll be it. Bye for now. For the running session, I have chosen a Great Western locomotive. This is D1013 Western Ranger in the blue livery. This is a Hornby model, and very nice. Runs very good.